Hey guys, my plant's in the way. No plant, no leaves. We're good. Excellent. All right, guys, I'm excited. This is our last day. If you've kept up with me over the last 30 days, you can see that move. Weird, like a ghost in here. That's trippy. If you guys have enjoyed the 30 days, please message me, send me a DM, a private message, and I'll be happy to adhere to any requests that you guys may have or want to continue training. I'm going to be putting up some more videos. Hopefully, the quarantine ends shortly, so that I can actually get some good production videos outdoors. Obviously, taking advantage of the beautiful weather that's to come. All right. In the meantime, let's just finish up. Today, I'm going to focus primarily. Today, I'm primarily going to focus on reviewing all of our kicking techniques as we did yesterday or the day before, or day 29, which is a quick review. Not really a quick review, but a review of all of our striking techniques and our striking defenses, our footwork. So today's going to be that as well, but focusing primarily on our kicking techniques, movements, and footwork in conjunction with that. Sounds good? Awesome. Let's start with the warm-up. Let's start at the back of the room. Let me adjust this just a little bit. Excellent. So let's start at the back of the room, guys. Give yourself enough space. If you got music, blast it, turn it up. This is our last 30 days. Woo! Definitely worth celebrating, all right? Let's not rack our brains too much. Let's have fun with it and enjoy it, all right? Back of the room. Good. Let's get into our boxer shuffle. So, side to side. Let's go. That's it. Just nice and light. Nice and light. Oh, it's nice. I gotta clean my floors. Good. Side to side. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing in. Let's have fun, guys. Let's warm up. Let's keep moving. Should I clean my floor on the weekend? 5 more seconds. I'm going to start moving forward. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. That's it. I'm not going to count. Again, given the space that you have, we're just moving forward and back. Forward. One more time. And back. You come back to the back of the room, go back. Go into your boxer shuffle, but in fighting stance. So, right leg back, left leg forward. And slight little movements forward, back, side to side. Just stay on the balls of the feet. Ready? You're gonna move forward in 3, 2, 1. Moving forward. That's it. Pushing off that back leg and back. Pushing off that lead leg. Push yourself back. Good. Forward. Push yourself forward. That back leg. Back leg. Back leg. Back leg. Back. Front leg. Front leg. Front leg. Front leg. That's it. Forward. Kick my couch. I'm breaking it. Yes, I need more space. Back. Forward. Back. One more. Forward. Back. And switch legs. Left leg back. Southpaw. Keep bouncing. Keep moving forward. Ready? Go. Forward. Forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep moving. Keep moving. Good. Fighting stance. Left leg forward. Good. Just move to the center of the room. Good. From here, I'm going to call switch. Just going to switch and keep bouncing. Keep moving. Ready? 1. Switch. 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 Bounce around, move around, stay relaxed until I call switch. 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 That's it. Switch. 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 That's it. Good. This time, when I call forward, we move forward. When I call back, we move back. When I call left, we move left. Right, we move right. Ready? Left. Back. Forward. That's it. Forward. Back. Back. Right. Right. Left. Back. Good. Forward. Forward. Back. Back. Right. Left. Left. Right. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Back. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Switch. Forward. Back. Back. Left. Right. Forward. Right. Back. Back. Left. Left. Forward. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Left. Right. Back. That's it. Good job. Forward. Back. Left. Right. Good. Left. Back. Forward. Right. Good job. And relax. Shake them off. Deep breath in. Open up the arms. Exhale 2. Breathe in. Exhale. 3. Exhale. Good. So, as I mentioned, the whole class is going to be comprised of as many techniques, kicking techniques and defenses as we covered, just to kind of compile an entire video based on everything we've covered. So, good review. The last video, check that out, and this one. Great. So, fighting stance. Good. Keep bouncing, keep moving. This side, we're going to pivot off to the left. So, 1, from here, pivot off to the right. So, just go left and right, left and right. Ready? Start fighting stance, right leg back, left leg forward. Good. Add just slip when you pivot to the left. Slip. Boom. Okay. Ready? Left. Slip. Pivot. Good. Stay there. Pivot right. Good. Now you're in southpaw. Good. Here, pivot right. Back left. Good. Center. Pivot left. Up. Up. Pivot right. Good. Center yourself. That's it. Right. Up. Left. Center. Left. Right. Center. Good. Pivot right. Pivot left. Center. Pivot left. up, pivot right, center, pivot right, pivot left, center, 2 more rounds, left, up, right, center, last round, pivot right, pivot left, and center. Good, shake off the legs, arms, cross them in and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just loosen up the arms. If the shoulders are a little bit stiff or neck's a little bit stiff, we'll loosen them up with some punches. Straight, left leg forward, right leg back. All right, let's warm up with our kicks. So just a quick overview. As I mentioned, good. We're gonna start with the right knee. Boom, driving the knee forward. When I do so, bring the knee up, point the toes down, and as you bring the knee up, you're not hitting with the leg, but you are driving your body weight and your hips, boom, forward. Think of it as a stabbing motion rather than a striking motion. So we're not trying to hit, but we're trying to stab. I guess that would be the same thing. It's subjective. Just thrust. I think that's the best word to describe. So thrust your hips forward when you drive that knee. Nice and light at first. Don't go hard. Remember, we haven't warmed up the hips yet. So don't go hard on it or our back. Ready? 1. Good. Just get the movement down. 2. 3. Bouncing around. That's it. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Switch. Left. 1. Bouncing around. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Switch. This time, back leg deep. Boom. Same setup. Knee up. This time, toes curled in towards you. Because I'm going to be pushing with my foot. So I want that full flexibility and bringing my foot back so that my toes don't get caught in my kick. So teep or push kick with the back leg. Knee comes up. Same concept. I'm not driving with my leg. Boom. I'm driving my whole hip and body weight into that kick. Ready? So think like pushing. It's a push kick, or in Muay Thai it's called teep. Ready? 1. Don't go hard on it. Remember, nice and light. We're still loosening up the hips. 2. Bounce around, move. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Switch. Left leg push. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Switch. So we have our back leg teep. Keep bouncing, keep moving as I talk. We have our back leg push kick. We have our lead leg. So our lead leg can be done 2 ways. If I'm bouncing, moving around, my back foot, my back heel lands, my lead leg comes up. So think of that, the shifting of weight going back. So here, your weight is distributed evenly. That's why we keep our center body between our legs here, so we can distribute the weight evenly. Rule of thumb, keep your head between your legs. Not literally, but keep them centered. Center to your stance, your apex stance. So from here. So 2 ways, lead leg. Now, 1, I can transfer all my weight back. Even my lead leg nice and light, making it easily accessible to deliver the kick faster. If it's heavy, it's hard to get that leg up because it's more weight, right? So from here, lead leg, boom, drop your weight back, almost like doing a snap back, but not the full movement of the body, just enough to put my weight back, leave my lead leg nice and light, and that full extension. So quick demo, real time, drop that weight back, extend forward. Or from here, if you want to use it as an advancement, as a setup, I step forward into it here. I step forward as I use my momentum, moving forward. That teep, or the last one is the switch. Switch, boom. You gotta make sure it comes up as fast as, boom, just kicking that lead leg, all right? Because the whole point of hitting with the lead leg is to strike faster, so get there faster. If I'm striking with my back leg, it's gonna take a millisecond or a split second for my knee to come up and deliver the kick, as opposed to my lead leg that's already there. It's closest to my target. So it's obviously going to hit faster. So if I want to utilize my lead, make sure that you're not taking too much time to set it up, right? Left leg forward, left leg teep. So any variation, switch, lead, step, lead, or just left, lift, just lift, that lead leg. Let's go, bounce around. Lead leg, teep. 1, 2, 3. Play around with all 3 if you like. Good, bounce around. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. Lead leg teep. Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Switch. Good. Bounce and keep moving. This time, right leg, roundhouse. So, roundhouse technique. All the kicks are generated with your pivoting, your footwork, and your hips to generate power from your hips, from your body, from your core, from your positioning, as opposed to just kicking with the leg. The leg, you can generate power. Yes, I can kick hard with my leg. Oh, I can kick a lot harder when I generate all the power momentum with my body, right? So, roundhouse kick, we're gonna set it up this way. So, review. Roundhouse kick, knee comes up. All the kicks, knee comes up. Teep, knee comes up. Roundhouse kick, knee comes up. Side kick, knee comes up. Back kick, boom, knee comes up. You get the hang of it? Yes. Bring your knee up. So if you want to set up your kick in practice or in shadow boxing, bring your knee up. Boom. From there, I can even turn around for a round kick if I bring my knee straight forward, which squares my hips. I can't throw a roundhouse from here. Oh, but if I turn my hips over, I can. So the knee is going to dictate where the leg is going to go and the height of it too. So if your kicks are You see that your kicks are low? When you set up the kick, boom, bring the knee up first. And all you have to do is extend the leg and use the momentum of your body. Ready? So roundhouse kick, we're gonna set it up like this. Your lead leg is gonna take a slight step off, boom, to the side. So not fully to the side, 90 degrees, not fully straight in front of us, but that half, that angle that's in between, so 45. From here, if we're 0, this is 90, we're looking at about 45. So I'm stepping off on that 45. And again, as I mentioned before, for 2 reasons. One, I want to open up my hips. So when I kick, I'm opening up. If you just see my hands, they're going to illustrate what my feet are doing. So my left hand is opening up, which means my left hip is opening up. And only naturally and gradually, your right leg is going to want to follow, because it's not common or it's not normal for us to have our hips or legs open like this. So one or the other is going to naturally graduate back into shoulder width, or your hips that are squared. Your toes are pointing forward. Does that make sense? Right? A good example I show my students is I tell them to first start with your feet squared and just bring your back knee up and down. Just up and down. You see no difference in positioning. Your hips are still squared, your shoulders are still squared, still facing towards. But as soon as you take that 45, now bring your knee up. Without even thinking about it, just naturally, gradually, you can start to see how the hips naturally want to close, how the hips naturally want to go back into this square position. So opening up the hips to set up the kick allows that leg as a knee drag, as a knee voluntarily on its own, not drag itself, but position itself back into a square position, will allow you to let your kick gradually go through your target or your opponent back into a square position. So it's almost like an assistance to your kick. So if I don't step, which is fine, I can still pivot off my base foot, which is going to essentially turn my hips. But the other reason why I like stepping off to the side before I throw a roundhouse kick is to avoid having my lead leg nicked or tapped or kicked. What I mean by that, you can clearly see that my lead leg is in front. But I'm not fast enough to check a kick, especially a lead leg kick on the inside, which is very, very painful. The higher up on the thigh it is, the more nerves and tendons they are. Very sensitive area to get hit here or in the back. I want to avoid that at all costs. So if I keep getting my lead leg tagged, right, it's going to hinder my ability to put weight on it, because it's damaged, it's getting bruised up, which will reduce immensely my speed, my ability to pounce and move forward. Look at any professional kickboxing fights, and you'll see guys are getting that lead leg tagged on the inside and the outside. Very hard to put weight on it, which is going to take a lot of that energy away from your strike. So avoiding that lead leg by stepping off to the side gives you that defense. So 2 reasons. 1, it opens up your hips, and 2, it avoids that lead leg getting tagged. All right. So when we kick, 1, we set up that angle. 2, the knee comes up, and naturally the hips are going to want to turn, and that's the momentum you can use to get that full spin. Yes, so it's a big explanation, but who cares? It's the last thing. So step out. 1, bring the knee up, and then naturally your hips are already nice and wide for that roundhouse kick. Your heel is already pivoted, it's already pointed towards and then you're just gonna let that leg swing naturally on its own. All of that for a roundhouse kick. Yes, 10 times. Ready? 1, boom. Good. If you have the room, get the full swing on it. 2, and then just reset. Good. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna kick something. 6. Nice and light. 7. 8. Take that step. 9. And 10. It's hard to swing. I know. I'm gonna break something. Switch, left leg. Good. Let's bounce and keep moving. No breaks. Just bounce, keep moving. Let's go. Even if I'm talking, keep bouncing. Active rest. Ready. Left leg roundhouse. 1. Step. Boom. Open up the hips. 2. 3. 4. I don't like snapping my leg back. 5. I have no choice. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Switch back. Good. Same application. This time we're going to do a lead switch kick. So just switch kick. It's going to be our left kick. Fighting stance, right leg back. And all it is switch and stance. All right. A switch and stance. And we're going to set it up the same way. Now, how do I position my lead leg for the roundhouse? You're going to switch on that angle. Does that make sense? So if I'm going to switch and kick with my left, my right leg is going to be my setup. So instead of switching just my stance here, I'm switching on that angle. Why? Again, opens up the hips and allows me a path. So think of parting through tall grass. You see that path. So the bigger the part, the more space you have to kick or to move, right? Switch kick, left leg forward, right leg back, 10 times. So switch on that angle, all right? Don't switch in stance. Boom, set it up. You want to set up that kick. Ready? 1, 2. I'm just gonna snap my kick back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And switch leg, right leg forward, left leg back. Same thing. Now, you don't have to get that. What am I doing? You don't have to switch on the angle if it's not comfortable for you. Again, just work with what's best for you. Your control of your body functions, your balance, your coordination. If you feel that that doesn't work for me, don't do it. Work on just switching the stance. Again, there's nothing wrong with switching here. You're still pivoting. You're still getting that base foot to pivot to get the proper roundhouse technique, right? I just like doing it, taking that off step. Again, that's me. I don't want anybody emulating me. I want everybody to pick and find what works best for them, right? So let's go left leg back. So right leg switch kick. Again, you can switch and then pivot, or you can just switch with the step off on the angle right away. It's up to you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was horrible. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Good. It's the towel break. Towel break. Is that even a break? Take a sip of water. If you got it nearby. Okay, next one. My apologies. Just have to pay for my parking. We're gonna work on the side kick. So I'll show you guys how to apply it, when to apply it, and then we'll apply it. Perfect. We're going to do the side kick with the back leg. So that's our right leg back, left leg forward. Again, set it up like you're doing the side kick. Or sorry, the side kick is set it up like you're doing the roundhouse kick. So stepping off to the side and bringing the knee out to the side. So my hips are already off to the side. So the key to the side kick is no different. Boom. When I pivot, I want to draw my heel towards my opponent. That's another rule of thumb or another tip to getting good targeting on or good accuracy on your kicks. The side kick primarily. When you pivot, point your heel towards where you want to go, where that kick wants to go, right? So if I point my left heel here, if I don't get the full pivot, good, all my energy is going towards the direction of my heel, which is not where I want to target here, but it's going back. When I pivot, I can get the full extension of the kick, the full momentum I build with my hips and my weight, and drawing that leg towards my heel. And in return, not in return, but secondly, my kick is also, my heels are also pointed out. So if you want to remember a good tip to improve your accuracy, point both heels towards your target, your initial target. Ready? Right leg back. So we're going to set it up the same way. Step, turn, both heels, or just our base, but also point our toes back. Boom, and it's the full extension of the lead leg, right? You just need the side view from here. One, step, turn the heel, extend the leg forward, all right? With enough momentum, you should be able to draw all that energy forward, right? So when we throw that side kick, I want us to land it forward. 1, down, step back. Excuse me, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. That side kick can just be mid-level. If you're finding your side kicks are way too low, work on your flexibility to get them high. Ideally, a side kick isn't ideal to try to target the leg. The leg is a small target. So is our weapon, our foot. It's a small, especially the ball or the heel of the foot is a smaller target. So my chances of hitting a small target with a small weapon is it's not as great as having the ability to what am I talking about? It just doesn't give you the right amount that you need to target something that's, especially one that's smaller, it's a smaller target, it's moving around, you're not hitting a punching bag. If you want to practice on a bag, that's fine, but the side kick is meant for the body. We can look at the difference between a target from here to here, right, in length, and in width, as opposed to a target that's, a lot shorter in length and a lot more narrow in width, right? Does that make sense? Good. So your side kick is intended for the body. Yes, you could get a nice side kick to the face or to the head, but if you don't have the flexibility for it, just work on your side kicks for mid, and stretching helps that out, as well as just setting it up. 1, 2. And again, if you're finding your kicks are too low and not hitting that midsection, work on getting your knee up higher when you set it up. All right? Did we do 10 on the right? Okay. Let's do 10 on the left. Ready? 10 side kicks with the left. 1, step out. 2, pivot that heel fully by bringing that knee in high, that knee in tight. Once both heels are exposed, boom, it's the full extension of the leg along with that hip and body thrust. So I can show you guys here. Ready? 1, knee up, full extension, down. 2, maybe not as good as I wanted it. 3, up, up, up. Got that? 5. It's embarrassing. 6. No worries, kids. Just a little stumble. Won't let the couch defeat me. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Still laughing about it. Oh boy. All right, so we have our T, which is our push kick, back leg, lead leg. We have our roundhouse kick, back leg, lead leg, switch. Could I apply the lead leg roundhouse by shifting your weight back? Yes. Cool. You might not get as much power as you anticipated from it because it's hard to open up my hips if my position is already squared. Unless I step back like this, which is not recommended. This isn't a good positioning to be in. Again, it's the chances of you bending the knee or the ankle inwards is you're at high risk. It's just not a balanced position to be in. So yeah, I could throw it off my lead leg, but it's gonna come off my hip square. You can already see my kick angle up as opposed to a little bit more horizontal as I wanted it to be. I can't physically turn my hips over if, again, my feet aren't open and my hips aren't open. So lead leg, roundhouse, my tag or touch the opponent to set something else up. But if I was going to do a lead leg, I would either switch by opening up my hips, or here, stepping forward with those hips open. Okay? This is lead leg, no hips, hips, hips. You can already see the angle. You can already see you can get a lot more height on the kick. Physiologically, when you open up the hips, it allows you more mobility, right? So we have our back leg roundhouse, lead leg roundhouse. We have our back leg side kick, lead leg side kick. I would do it in a shuffle step. So again, lead leg side kick is just like the roundhouse. There's too much steps to get my hips in and around. If I want to just use it as a stopper, just boom, use your teeth. Your hips are already squared. Just have to bring the knee forward as opposed to having it to turn around, all right? If you're setting up for something else, then maybe just to stop them. Maybe you're already in a side position. When they're coming at you, you can use that to just draw them away. But as an initial setup, I would use my shuffle step. We'll shuffle step into it from there, or I would use that half step in. That half step in, this is how I'm stepping. I'm not stepping here, I'm stepping here. Why? Because I want my hips off to the side, all right? Side kicks, roundhouse, keeps. We have our spinning back kicks, which is a little bit more intermediate. We can review that real quick, and that's usually off a setup. So I'm either stepping into it, or I'm just throwing it from my stance. I need to take that a little bit of a half step in order for me to deliver that kick. How to apply it? One, you're either stepping into it. One, and this allows you to turn your heels, boom, to kick back, or just from standing point by stepping across, turning the heels, and then and then driving. Oops, my bad. And then driving that leg forward. All right. So you have your spinning back kick or spinning side kick. We have those in variations and combinations. Our roundhouse kicks are a little bit more diverse. So I can go low to the outside, inside, or top thigh. I can go to the body, and obviously I can go to the head. Right. So we get a little bit more diversity in the roundhouse kicks as opposed to a teep you can't really hit to the legs. You can hit mid, obviously. You can hit to the top, but that's more of a snap kick. That's more of a just like a front kick, or it's coming more up. It's harder to get the leg up here and push up, as opposed to just lifting the chin, maybe setting up, boom, across, or a takedown, which is where you want the position of your opponent to be. So you can use that snap kick high, boom, to maybe break between the guard. If you see that their guard is nice and open, you can sneak the head back, snap the head back. Maybe the hands come up, leaving the body exposed for a shoot, a takedown, or even leaving the legs exposed, boom, to target them with kicks. All right. Kicking wise, when putting everything together, I always say mix it up with your hands. Mix it up with some punches, mix it up with some kicks. Never just go full kicks, never just go full boxing, unless you're doing just boxing. You're not allowed to kick. But in kickboxing and most martial arts disciplines, you're either doing some variation, some style of boxing, and some style of kicking, right? Always good to incorporate them both, right? So any style that incorporates punching and kicking, apply them, mix them in together. You can start off with your hands, finish with the legs, or maybe you set up, a kick, boom, boom, you come down with the hands, right? Let's review for the kicks. I know it seemed like more, but I think we've covered most of them, all right? So let's just put a few together in combination, and we'll end it there. Ready? So hands are up. Good. So from here, one combination I like to use is I like to start with my switch roundhouse kick, and I like to do that frequently so that it's almost instilled in their head that I want to make that a flinch reaction to my partner or my opponent if I'm fighting someone. I want to make it a flinch habit or a startle reaction for them to know that, boom, every time I do this, something's going to come, right? So this is a good, it's a good trick. It's a good technique to apply from here. Boom, cross, boom, hook, and then finish with the roundhouse kick. We're working both sides. The more I do this, and I keep, maybe I tag low, maybe I tag high, the more they're going to start to sink into their psyche. Man, every time he switches, I keep getting tagged with that left kick, that left kick, that left kick. To the point where I simply have to do this, and they're going to cover up the body, or they might try to check the leg, which might leave their guard or their face exposed, their guard drops. So A good technique, we're gonna do this 3 times. So switch kick, drop, cross, left, roundhouse kick. 2 times. On the 3rd time, we're going to fake the roundhouse kick. We're going to fake the switch kick. Instead of actually kicking, I'm going to punch through with my cross. So it's going to be here. 1, 2. Okay? It's more of an overhead cross. So they're expecting that switch kick to come, but it doesn't. I switch my stance. I fake the kick as I lunge forward. Off track, I'm throwing my right cross. So remember our on track when we're moving forward and back and pivoting? Here. On the initial target, if they're going to come and kick me or punch me here, I simply want to go off track. This is the track. So I'm moving off track, but my attack is not. My attack stays on track. That's all we're going to do. All right? Let's do that a couple times. No switching, just our switching stance, just staying orthodox. So we're going to do 1, switch kick, boom, drop, cross, left, kick. All right? 1. We're going to do it 2. And on the 3rd, we're going to switch, step forward with the left, boom, as we drop that right. All right? Put that together. So 1, switch kick combination, 2, switch kick combination, 3, fake the switch kick, and drop that right hand. Ready? 1. 2. 3. You can see how that might catch somebody off guard. It's a great technique I learned from an MMA gym in Toronto. So one of the crew's his coach taught him this move, and in return, he was gracious enough to teach us this to us. So, and now I'm humbled and gracious to teach it to you guys. A couple more times. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. Good. Let's go a couple more times. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. One more. 1. 2. 3. Beautiful. Excellent work, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. A job well done, not just for participating in the classes, joining in, but the level of commitment that you dedicate to something. And I say this all the time. You guys are in for a rant now, so don't worry about exercise. It's just bear with me if you don't mind. I mention this to my students all the time. If you set goals for yourself, health goals for yourself, whether it's to lose weight, gain strength, want to learn technique, want to learn any form of martial arts, or even some come to me for the social aspect of it, right? People want to be in an environment with other people, to have that socializing aspect to it, conversing with them, the physical interaction. Maybe subconsciously that's what they need, that's what they're looking for, and it can be redirected in a martial arts environment, right? In a teaching environment where you're learning something that's physical, that's all hands-on, it's all physical, but you're also getting that interaction that you maybe subconsciously seek as well. So whatever goals, aspirations, we all share similar goals, aspirations, fears, insecurities, anxiety, but whatever goal you set for yourself, and I don't care what it is, and I don't necessarily care how you get there, as long as it's done healthy. As long as there's nothing negative or harm to your body or to the people around you. No matter what it is that no matter what answer you seek to achieve your goal, just stick to it. All right. There's a lot of there's so much exercise videos. There's so many ways and methods and styles of achieving certain health goals out there. I mean, just look online. There's thousands of different methods and techniques and supplements and pills and this and that. Whatever it is you choose something that's healthy, choose something that's organic, choose something that you can easily commit to. Do something for yourself. Know what your personality is. Know what type of assets you require. Know what strengths you have, and know your weaknesses. So if you're not good in social situations, maybe taking a fitness class with a bunch of with 30 20 30 other people isn't going to be the best for you to progress. Why? Because now you're trying to combat the social awkwardness that you have with other people. You're not focusing on what you really came to do, and that's to achieve your health goals. Right? So first things first, if you have goals, health goals in mind, first things first is know where your strengths and your weaknesses are, and that comes from self-development. So know yourself, know what you're capable of doing, and know what your weaknesses are. I carry a healthy balance of strengths and weaknesses, and I know what my weaknesses are. So I tend to focus on my strengths, so that when I'm doing a class, I'm teaching 2-3 hours a day, I'm not burdened by it. I'm not, oh man, this is going to be so hard. It's like, oh, I can't, oh, tomorrow I got to do this again. It's like, no, you want something that you enjoy and you look forward to, and you're going to be able to see some success. Why? Because you're playing to your strengths. Okay. First things first, know your strengths, your weaknesses, know yourself. Some self-affirmation is good. And the best way to do that is right now, during this period of isolation in our pandemic state. It's a good way to, I mean, for some of us that are not working, we have the time. We always accredit us not doing something or accomplishing something because we don't have enough time. But now we do. Okay, so take advantage of the time that we have at home. I'm not working, unfortunately, but the times that I would be out working, then that's primarily teaching classes or out doing a seminar or workshop. Those 3-4 hours that I'm out doing something, those 3-4 hours I could be doing that same thing, whether it's indoors or maybe if you have a backyard that you can do it. Okay, so focus on yourself. This is the best time to do so. There's just different methods of focusing on your strengths, your weaknesses. Meditation is good. Fasting is really good. I recommend that. I don't want to go too much into details of everything, but focus on yourself. know your strengths and weaknesses, and whatever it is you choose or whatever path you choose to accomplish that goal that you set for yourself, stay committed to it. Okay. Set a journal, write stuff down. That's one of my weaknesses. I hate writing things down. I'm not. I'm not a practitioner of theory and analytical. I'm more on the intuitive, creative side. So if I have an idea, I'm okay. Let's do it without, setting things up. Not well organized, but I just do it, and I feel great once it's done. Okay, then I can look back and say, okay, maybe I need to change this. Maybe I need to, set an actual schedule. And the best thing for me to achieve that is writing stuff down. I'll set up, a calendar, even just a pen and paper. Just make a graph and set your days, set your times, and set your exercises, or set the goals that you need to achieve for that day. Okay, be consistent, guys. That's the key thing. No matter what you do, you want to, eat cabbage soup. I had one of my clients tell me, it's a cabbage diet, or whether you're doing home workouts, or whether you're cleaning up your diet, stick to it. I don't care what it is, just stick to it. If it's drinking cabbage soup for 20 days, then all you're doing is drinking cabbage soup for 20 days. Stick to something. Stick to it. Have the level of responsibility for yourself, and commitment, dedication. Know your strengths and weaknesses, and whatever it is that you choose, make sure that it's healthy, it's positive, it's productive. You're not putting any crap or shit in your body, and you're not exposing yourself to other people that might bring a sense of negativity, or an environment that's toxic. So I don't always recommend martial art training for everybody, even though I'm biased because I've been doing this for 20 years. But something like that in a crowd setting might not be the best ways to achieve, certain goals that you have. Understanding, some of the weaknesses that you do have. Okay, that's enough talking for me. Shoot me a message. I'm not going anywhere. We can always chat online, messaging, email, whatever. You guys can get a hold of me if you need to. All right. Thank you so much, guys. For those of you that have participated that are not my students, thank you guys so much. A job well done. You can always review from day one again and do another 30 days. As I mentioned, I'm going to try to put up more videos, seeing as how, I have to continue practicing, doing stuff. So maybe I'll throw in some fun workout videos in the next week to come. All right. Thank you, guys. See you next.